My name is Rick Carter, Director of Alumni and Church Engagement with Indiana Wesleyan University. And we have the opportunity to connect with many of our corporate representatives for Indiana Wesleyan. They are helping us to develop professionally. Many of you are out there with a degree from Indiana Wesleyan. You're our alumni, and we're very proud of you. We'd love to hear stories coming from you. I'm at workshops all the time and events where I hear stories from our alumni who tell us about how they have professionally developed and are in the workforce today. And so today I have the opportunity to chat with Jan Diaz. She is a corporate representative here in the Fort Wayne campus, and so we're going to talk with her a little bit and invite you into this conversation on how to develop professionally. So Jan, tell us a little bit about yourself and maybe what drew you into coming to Indiana Wesleyan.
Yes, certainly. Thanks for inviting me, Rick. I'm really glad to be here and to talk about Indiana Wesleyan University. Name is Jan Diaz. I'm a corporate representative. And so I have the privilege of speaking with employers and employer groups, helping them increase their skilled workforce through our degree programs. I speak with many students, many adults, such as myself, before I received my degree through Indiana Wesleyan University. And so my whole goal is to help individuals, and whether they're young or old, that doesn't matter, anyone that's interested in realizing their educational goals and dreams. I am here to help that particular individual. And so it's all about continuing to grow and to learn.
Absolutely. You know, the marketplace changes over time, and we have to always be fresh and ready to develop and to grow and be a lifelong learner. And we have to go to qualified programs that help us to do that, because companies, employers like to see that. We have degrees, and you're an alum. I often tell our alum that you're my boss. You get to tell me what to do. And we have nearly 80,000 or more degrees that have been given at Indiana Wesleyan University. So that's a lot of alumni globally, and with the national and global education program at Indiana Wesleyan, there's just a wonderful opportunity to be in a cohort. Now, you received a degree from us. Tell us a little bit about how you obtained your degree.
Yes, I would love to share that. I graduated in 2014. I actually spent most of my working adult life with a high school diploma. I was skilled in what I did. I've had a lot of careers in sales, but there came a point where I realized my experience was not helping me obtain the careers that I wanted to go for. And so I was actually being locked out of a lot of the positions with employers, because when I would read the job description would say bachelor degree required.
Oh, wow.
It would no longer say preferred. It would say bachelor degree required. And so therefore I realized, well, I needed to make some changes in my life. When I originally went to college, it was right out of high school, went for a year, and I decided that's not what I wanted to do. And no one could convince me, and I look back and I think, wow, you know, I probably should have made some different choices at that time. When I decided I wanted to go back, I really did not know where to go. I knew that I had to work during the day, was raising, my husband and I were raising a family, and I didn't know what options that I had until I heard on a radio ad, Indiana Wesleyan University was accepting adult students. And so I immediately called the number. I called it from my cell phone in the car, and got someone at the Fort Wayne Education Center. I came in, and you know, one thing led to another, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that we offered the types of degree programs that fit into a working professional's life. I also didn't realize that you know, you don't have to be an adult professional. You can be right out of high school and come through our doors. You can be in your 70s and come through our doors. There are, you know, we don't turn anyone down if they're an adult, and whether they've just graduated from high school, or whether they've been in the workforce for a while, or whether they're retired. We will work with them.
Wow.
And so that was a real, it was a real blessing for me to know that there was a university that was a forerunner in offering adult programs.
Absolutely. I was a student on the traditional campus in 1985 when they began this program, and I was involved in student government and had the opportunity to sit on the Board of Trustees meetings at that time, and it was a pretty revolutionary concept.
Great.
To think that we could have this program, and now it's of course developed to the point that we have thousands that are going through the program online in these cohorts on their computers from the convenience or wherever they're traveling or from the convenience of home. So this is really neat. You've kind of come full circle.
Yes, I have.
It really is really exciting for you as we think about this. Tell us a little bit about what makes Indiana Wesleyan's national and global campus unique.
Sure. We have, there are a lot of options for anyone that wants to come through our doors. And so we have on-site classes out of our education centers. And the Fort Wayne Education Center on the national global side of Indiana Wesleyan University is one of 16 educational centers spread across 3 states, Indiana, Kentucky, and Ohio. So anyone can go to one of those educational centers in their area. We have students that travel a distance. It's worth it to them, and they travel to the educational center. However, we also offer online degree programs as well. And so Indiana Wesleyan University, on the national global side, we have over 10,000 students locally, nationally, and globally. We're in 30 different countries. A lot of people do not know that. And so there are a lot of options. We have over 90 degree programs, lots of options. A student can mix and match their degree programs. That's what I did. I started off with an associate in business, and then I received my bachelor degree in biblical studies. And so I would leverage that on my resume to my advantage based on the career I was looking for.
Yeah.
And so we do a lot of unique things. We have hybrid classes where we allow students to come, they're in the classroom together, and then they're online. And so we do a lot of unique things with our degree programs.
Yeah.
We have a 14-to-1 student-teacher ratio.
Which I think is excellent.
That's
when you think
wonderful.
about all the help that you need.
Yes, that's right. And the instructor is able to give that individualized attention to each person. And that was one thing that was really unique for me. I'm from Chicago. That's where I first went to a university, and the classroom size was massive. And so the instructors didn't really even know our name.
Yeah.
And so here the instructors get to know each of their students. They attend one class at a time. It's one class per week. For about 5 to 6 weeks, depending on the degree program, and then they switch to another class. It allows the student to have a focused view of that topic and to really dive deep into it.
Yeah.
And so those are some of the things that make us unique.
Well, the ease and convenience certainly is part of that. This is not easy work, though. I not only did an undergrad degree, but I did a postgraduate degree with Indiana Wesleyan, and again, it was the convenience of being able to do that at a distance learning opportunity for me. But when we think about our alumni, and obviously we have alumni watching, and we have others that will be watching this, we want to encourage you. Maybe it's a second degree. Like me, where I got my first degree, but I came back to Indiana Wesleyan to get another degree, and we see that quite often at graduations. I can recall many times I see somebody come to their graduation for their associate degree, and then I see them a couple years later, they're coming back for their bachelor's degree. I've seen some come through 3 different times, and I just celebrate that when they're there. I spent a number of years pastoring, and the convenience of staying in the program even when I had to move to a different church in a different town and even a different state, being able to continue my education. So National and Global has brought a wonderful community, a global community, so that your learning experience in your workplace is going to be far more diverse, and you're in this very diverse global community taking classes.
Yes.
It really is a wonderful experience.
It really is. And since we're Christ-focused, we're a Christ-focused university, and all of the degree programs that we offer, we specialize in the character, scholarship, and leadership. And it's really we're not just going to learn things on a scholarly level, but we're going to learn that character development. professional development, personal development. And it meant so much to me as a working professional to come through the doors of Indiana Wesleyan University, attend a degree program, take classes, but have those things reinforced, because it was exactly where I was living and still live today, to have that personal and professional development.
I think it's so neat to have this conversation with you, and as we talk to our really our corporate reps and recruiters all across the country who are involved in talking to people, helping them to fulfill their dreams, their aspirations, their goals. This is a program to be able to do that. Now, obviously, Indiana Wesleyan offers many different degrees for different people, and talk a little bit about what you particularly are recruiting people for, and what is being offered. You said 90 plus degrees, I think it was? Wow, that's a lot of options.
It is. It really, really is. And the focus right now is, within the state of Indiana, is on higher education. It's called the Big Goal. There were a lot of, through some studies that have been done, we have some statistical data that shows that employers do not have the skilled workforce that they need. Between 10 years from now, it's going to be worse unless we start really developing the people within our state. And so the state of Indiana has some initiatives right now, and so we are an in-training approved provider. Anyone can come to us, and there's some dollars on the table through the state of Indiana. That's terrific. So yes, and so our degree programs that we offer that are, I think, the most popular, if I can use that word, is our RN-DPSN, our nursing degree program. We have an organizational leadership program as well. We have the project management professional certification, where if anyone has that particular certification, if they're in the construction industry and the manufacturing industry, they can receive an MBA just by taking 8 additional classes. So it's something that they're able to take advantage of for a short period of time and receive an MBA. And so we're really emphasizing some of our other degree programs, but the emphasis is really for the employers as well, to help increase and develop their own people, or the people that they want to hire. And so there's a real push right now. It's a great time to be in education. It's a great time to want to be a student. Because yes, there's some initiatives that are out there that everyone can take advantage of. And the benefit of coming through our doors is that it's convenient. They're going to get the personalized attention. They're going to start off with a cohort. The people that they start off with are the same folks that they end up graduating with. So they go through the program together, and they support each other. And so it's a wonderful way to have that accountability and to learn and to collaborate. And to learn as a group.
Well, I've been at graduation, and I've done a lot of videotapes like this with some of those cohort groups that are graduating together. And you should check those out on our YouTube channel, because those stories are so dynamic. They're so positive. And they talk about caring and doing life together, helping each other through this process, and getting to the finish line. They're not running a race alone. They're with others. So it's very, very positive.
That's right. And I've talked with a lot of alumni that have gone through our program, and they end up with either a best friend or 2 best friends. That happened to me as well when I went through my degree program. I was in the classroom for my associates, and I was online for my bachelor degree.
That's neat.
When I was in the classroom, I met a wonderful lady, and she was also a business professional, and we are still friends to this day. That's
neat. So how do people get a hold of you? I know you have a contact number that they can reach out to you, so let me put that up, and maybe you could read it out to them as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, the easiest way to reach me, I like to be very accessible, is by my direct line, and that phone number is 260-918-1234. I feel like I have the easiest phone number in the world.
It is the easiest phone number in the world. Well, the challenge, of course, for our alumni is to also encourage others that they know, because if you've had a great experience, which we know the majority of our alum have a tremendous experience, we hear that over and over and over, and so they could tell other people about our program and
That's
let
correct.
you know about them.
Yes.
So even having a current alumni give you a call and say, hey, I've got my friend that I've talked to about going back to school, and I've talked to her or I've talked to him, but can you just give a call?
Yes.
That would be real easy for you to be able to
Absolutely.
explain all of those things that I probably couldn't do very well.
Oh, you'd
And
be
you are an
surprised.
expert at it, so,
Yes, and
so
we're-
we encourage that.
Yes, we're also looking for employer
Oh, there
groups
you
to
go.
work with as well. So if there are alumni that work for a particular organization
right.
and they would like us to come and speak with their HR department or
Yeah.
their CEO, we would love to do that as well. There's always opportunities to collaborate with other businesses in
That's
town, and
excellent.
so we're also looking for those referrals.
Well, wrap it up for us, if you
Yes.
would, about not only the challenge that we're asking them to let us know, but what would you say is a final hurrah for an alum? Tell them
Sure.
why Indiana Wesleyan.
Yes, well, it is a great place, and I know that I'm speaking to all of the alumni, and you would all agree, it really is a great place. It's a positive experience. I have no regrets coming through the doors of Indiana Wesleyan
That's great.
University. It has changed my life in such a wonderful way. I've grown professionally. I've gotten the careers that I really, really wanted to go for. And in my wildest dreams, I never realized I would work for the university that I am so endeared to. So I would say, please talk with us if you're considering continuing your education. We would love to speak with you. You have my number.
Excellent.
Feel free to reach out to me.
Great.
But everything that we do, it is for you as the individual. We want to see you achieve your goals and your dreams.
Well, this is a video that's done on behalf of Indiana Wesleyan University's Alumni Association. And so we encourage you to reach out to us as well through our social media channels that you see on your screen. And obviously the phone number that was also on the screen, you want to give Jan a call. But we look forward to working with you, engaging the opportunities together, even for this Fort Wayne region. Get involved in your alumni association. It really does matter and you make a difference. So thanks for joining us. Thank you, Jan, for
Thanks so much,
helping us
Rick.
with this.
Thanks.